Game modes are one of the most important parts of Brawl Stars, because without them, Brawl Stars would only be a gem buying simulator. Different game modes bring a lot of variety to how the game is played, all of them featuring unique metas and objectives. But this asks this question: what game modes are good and what are bad? Well, I decide that in this video. But before we start, warning, warning. In this video, I will have an opinion. This is not an objective tier list, so please don't cancel me for hating on Showdown. Oh, and if I miss any game modes, that's because they weren't in the tier list I found, so blame gay BS, not my laziness. So let's start with Gem Grab. Gem Grab is a classic game mode, but it's also kinda mid. The gem collecting and fighting for control of the gem mine is fun, and the meta on most maps is interesting, but the game mode is just way too swingy. You can be the better team for literally the whole game, just for a lucky idiot Edgar to jump on you right when you get 10 gems and steal your win. But overall, Gem Grab is okay, B tier. Solo Showdown. I hate Solo Showdown. The game mode has so many problems, and it's basically only playable in low trophies because of all the stupid teamers that ruined the game. If you are a teamer watching this, I swear you look like this. This is you, don't lie. Don't want to look like this? Then stop teaming! Or subscribe, that also works. I also don't really like the showdown meta. Assassins and tanks are really strong, and both of them aren't fun to face, especially when you don't respawn, so an assassin in a bush can be an insta-loss. The only good aspect of Solo Showdown is that it's fun to win, and you get loads of trophies. So I have to make the controversial decision of placing Solo Showdown in F tier. Duo Showdown, however, is okay. I'm not still the biggest fan of the game mode, but because Duo Showdown is a team-based game mode, you don't need to face those horrific teaming rat goblins, so C tier. Next up, we have Bounty. It is the best game mode. Bounty is basically just the fundamentals of Brawl Stars. All you need to do is dodge and shoot, making it one of the game modes that requires the most mechanical skills in the game. In Bounty, the better team often wins, and the meta is mostly just sharpshooters, which adds even more to the dodge and shoot gameplay loop. Bounty is basically pure skill, and since I am the best Brawl Stars player to ever play the game of all time and future, I love Bounty. Don't believe me? Just look at these photos of me at the World Finals. So I'm putting Bounty in S tier. Heist is pretty good. There are some really bad heist maps, but overall I enjoy the game mode. The core gameplay of defending and attacking the safe is fun, and it allows for some brawlers that don't work anywhere else to thrive. The main problem I have with Heist is that it requires you to have a competent teammate, as one person can't both attack and defend at the same time, and those sloped brain idiots could never attack or defend correctly. So bad heist randoms often mean an insta loss, but overall Heist is fun and gets an A tier. Brawl. I don't like Brawl that much. The meta and playstyles just aren't for me. Brawl has one of the most aggressive metas in the game, as tanks, assassins and tank counters thrive here. Like, the game mode can sometimes be so aggressive that the game is over in less than a minute. That's more aggressive than an Edgar main on brain rot. However, there are some exceptions to this. Certain maps and playstyles allow for more passive plays, and I really like playing brawlers like Griffin Brawl, as they can open up the map and slow down the aggro. So I have to place Brawl in B tier. Siege. How can anybody like Siege? It's the most mobile-like game mode in Brawl Stars, and MOBAs suck. When I play MOBAs, I'm mostly just confused and don't understand anything. No, don't go out saying, Brawl Stars is a MOBA. No, it's not. I classify it as a 2D shooter because shooter games are cool and MOBAs are boring. Just like Siege. A Siege game takes years to complete, but the entire map is still decided in the first minutes. As getting the first robot gives you such an advantage, since you get full mid control while the opponents have to defend, which makes it easier for you to get scrap, giving you the next mech, forcing your opponents to defend again, giving you more scrap and the next robot, and so on. So the team losing has a way harder time to get back into the game, and you basically have to just look on as you lose. I'd rather stand and stare into a wall in 10 minutes than play a Siege game, but it's still better than Showdown, E tier. Hot Zone is very interesting to rank, since it can be both one of the best game modes in Brawl Stars and one of the worst. Multi-zone Hot Zone is terrible. The matches are really long, and you have to have competent teammates to even have a chance at winning, while normal Hot Zone is really fun, as its focus on map control gives the game a really unique meta, and since there's only one objective, randoms can easily comprehend it. Raiding Hot Zone is kind of like raiding a cute fun pet that you love, but also happens to have committed multiple mass murders, and you could be next. So you have to kill the pet, murder it like you murdered all your friends. And what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, Hot Zone. A tier? Knockout, S tier. Do I need to say anything else? It's basically Bounty again, as it has the same meta, but it's even more competitive than Bounty, as a single mistake can give the opponents a huge advantage. I will rank it below Bounty though, as I don't like some of the maps, and the extremely punishing permadeath does make bad randoms incredibly good at throwing. Next up, special event game modes. Does anybody still care about these? I haven't heard anybody talk about them for years unless they're complaining. When was the last time you heard somebody say, "Wow, there's a Robo Rumble on Saturday? I can't wait to play that." that? The answer is nobody. Nobody ever says that. And if they do, it's because of the XP, not the game mode. Special events are slightly entertaining, but not something I specifically look forward to. Unless it's 5v5. 5v5 is really fun and casual. Since you don't have that much impact on the game as a 3v3, you can just do anything you want without ruining things for others. Do you want to play Mortis on every map? Sure. Want to be a DPS Byron? Just do it. Want to use heat ejector on Carl? Then go back to your insane asylum. That's still not okay. I know 5v5 isn't really counted as a special event game mode, but I am doing that now, so it is. 5v5 gets an A, the other special events all go in C tier. Takedown. I never played it. Not a single time, not even when it was re-released during the Enchanted Wood season. I think it says a lot about the game mode if I won't play it at all, but I'll spend days playing Skibidi Tower Defense on Roblox. F tier. Trophy Thieves, also known as Present Plunder, is a capture the flag game mode, and I don't like them very much. The only game which has a capture the flag game mode I enjoyed was Team Fortress 2, but that's because nobody's actually capturing the flag and everybody just stands and emotes the whole game. However, the Brawl Stars version is a bit better than average. Being able to throw the flag to teammates was unique and had quite a lot of strategy, so C tier. Basket Brawl was quite fun. It is the only game that is played horizontally instead of vertically, which basically means nothing, but the objective is quite cool. Hitting shots required skills, and the 3-point line was a really cool addition, allowing you to get more points if you hit harder shots and basically requiring you to use your super. The only downside with the game mode is once again randoms. For some reason, basically no random was able to hit shots on goal, even if all enemies were dead. I usually enjoy basketball way more than I enjoy Brawl Ball, which is surprising since football is a better sport than basketball. Yeah, I said football. What are you gonna do about it, Americans, huh? Fly over to Scandinavia just to beat me up? Well, if so, please don't. I'm too weak. It wouldn't be worth it. B tier. Volley Brawl. Wasn't as fun as basketball. The idea was cool on paper, but I just found the whole mode frustrating. Any brawler with knockback or area denial would spam the blocks under the balls, making you unable to do anything. And since you couldn't control where the ball goes, you could lose just because of bad ball RNG. E tier. Hold the trophy. It's Hold the trophy wasn't fun. The whole game mode were just tanks and area denied, stopping you from getting to the tanks holding the trophy. But even worse, the game mode was super easily exploitable. You could, for example, get to places surrounded by walls while holding the trophy, making it impossible for the enemy team to do anything unless they have wall breaker or thrower. F tier. Showdown Plus is Showdown, but if you get kills, you get more trophies. It was an attempt to stop people from teaming, which kinda didn't work, because now teaming was even more important as there were more trophies on the line if you lost or won. But it was still more fun than normal Showdown, so E tier. Duels. Duels is the best solo game mode. It's just a clean 1v1. No teaming, no fart partying Edgar mains, just you and your opponent. There's probably no more competitive game mode in the game. And I think it's too sweaty. Yes, I said the competitiveness was good in Bounty and now I'm saying it's not good. But it's my list and I decide. I don't need to be consistent. I just have to place a game mode somewhere on the list so I can make a video about it. But for real, the 1v1 environment does something to me and I end up raging way more than I do when I play with peanut-brained idiots. Stop pushing! We have all gems! Duels is B tier. Wipeout. S tier, as it is just Bounty again. Yeah, there are a few differences, like it being hard to make a comeback in Wipeout, but I don't care about that. Bounty is better because the logo is yellow, and yellow is a better color than pink. Don't argue with me. You don't know how prepared I am for this. If only I was a color review YouTuber. But being a Brawl Stars tuber at least lets me talk about Payload twice. Payload is a great game mode, and it's without a doubt my favorite discontinued game mode. It's just fun. The meta is fun, the game loop is fun, and pushing things is fun. I get it might sound like I'm doing an ad. You could say Payload paid me loads of money. Yeah, I'm deleting this video. But the game mode has some flaws, like Payload's overtime being unfair, and the game mode can feel awkward at times, so I sadly have to place it at the bottom of A tier. Bot drop was boring. Whenever I played bot drop, basically every single game of bot drop was either a long boring stalemate where each team got every second bot and then whoever had a giant spawn on their side won, or one team totally destroying the others and getting all bots. I never had a single game that didn't end up as one of those two alternatives. I can respect that the game mode has a lot of interesting and complex strategy with baiting bots to your side and stuff, but if you either get stomped or lose because of RNG, complex strategies makes no difference. Maybe I was just unlucky with my bot drop experience and the game mode is as good as some people say it was, but I am not some people, I am a me, and me and think bot drop is E tier. Next up, Hunters. Hunters was basically a Bounty or Wipeout mixed with Showdown, and it was okay. I'd say it's the second best solo game mode after Duels, but that doesn't make it good. kill stealing was incredibly irritating here, as you only get a point if you kill an enemy. You could deal damage for somebody until they have 1 HP left just for some guy in a bush to touch them, killing them and giving you no points. So Hunter is C tier. Then there's Trophy Escape. Trophy Escape is basically Escape from Tarkov in Brawl Stars. Haven't played Escape from Tarkov? Don't, it's bad. Just like Trophy Escape. I only played the game once or twice and instantly realized it wasn't for me. It just feels way too hard to escape. It takes so long. And everybody, wherever they are, can see where you are while you're trying to escape. It often ends up just being solo showdown, since you can't escape safely until everybody's dead. F tier. Godzilla City Smash existed. Being Godzilla was cool, I finally felt like I was an alpha, but only for the 2 games I wasn't facing armies of Meg, Rico or Ruffs. As it turned out, the Godzilla was way worse than your average mutation, and the objective of destroying the city just wasn't that fun. Who actually played Godzilla City Smash after they got all their 6 eggs? Well, I didn't at least. E tier. And finally, Lone Star. Lone Star is basically solo bounty and it looks shit. Kairos said it was shit, and you always have to agree with Kairos. He's one of the biggest Brawl Stars YouTubers for a reason. So, it's F tier. Huh, wonder how Kairos rated the other game modes. Hello fellow guys, welcome to my game mode tier list with my opinion only always. Man, I love solo showdown. It's so fun to face teamers and be killed by bush camping shellies. There's nothing I enjoy more. This is my final tier list, what do you think? Oh, it's exactly the same as Kairos' tier list. What a fun coincidence. Give me a shout out, Kairos! Oh, but I never talked about my favorite game mode, Siege. I sure love to play Heist, but to be able to do anything I have to wait for a stupid robot to tank for me. And I also love it when matches takes years to complete. Who doesn't? It's like I'm playing League of Legends. I hate League of Legends and I hate Siege! I like Siege and Kairos, give me a shout out!